Actually, it turned out pretty good. I'm shocked. She'll be just fine. Here we are now. Got the makings of greatness. So basically I've picked my top right side of the cabinet front. This will be the bottom, the back. Have to All right, next day I drew up a couple blocks here. So I'm kind of leaning, these are just the details. I could either, do whatever. I kind of favor this one. It'll go nice with this design. So this will be, pretty much what you're going to see on this side of, well, you can't see anything. Never mind. It's beautiful, just trust me. Anyway, this would be somewhat what you're going to see sitting here. Here's the baseboard so far. I've got just kind of ripped close to the contour, close enough. I could run it a little more, but I don't think I need to. All right, working on the bottom piece here, and let me go grab that. Let me show you. Might as well show you. So not only did I mark this out wrong and start milling it wrong, I didn't even have the common sense to hold it up here and make sure it was good before I spent another half an hour working on this. So this is how this ought to be. It ought to come so that at a 22.5-degree angle, each of these steps down will match up, coming out in a nice clean sweep. Instead, I cut it like this. Very, very stupid. And I didn't have really any extra material to play with. So I seamed 2 of these together, to my shame. And if it looks terrible, I'll get more material. But anyway, in the meantime, this is going to be my jig, and I'm actually going to be able to use the heart of this to go into the back of the knee hole recess there. So I'm actually going to still run this through all the bits until I get it refined, sanded down, and it'll end up being cut somewhere along the way. So anyway, not a total loss. Oh, here's the new one here. This, I carefully marked my points and drew that. Then I was able to take my blade jig and mark out both sides exactly where they go. So now this one's going to be, this is the real one. No more practice. When you don't have, say, like an angle set nearby. What else here? I got these done to a degree. This one's not sanded yet. I had a lot of kind of guesswork with routers here to try to make these turn, so I'll end up taking quite a bit of material out along the way. And I may need to set up a router. What should be here, there's a little knock out there I wasn't able to get with the router bits and bearings I had, so I may end up putting a template on the top and just running a template bit down here. This one's been sanded for the most part, and it's going to be mitered here. And I have the other pieces cut out and lightly sanded. They need some work, but I'm not too worried about that, because what's going to end up happening is as I put them in here, I'm going to have to sand the 2 pieces into each other to make them just right. So I'm not entirely sure what the contour is going to look like, but it'll be something close to those pieces. Got this mounted here, and I routed this kind of top detail. This little notch out of it, using the template and exposing how far away from the curve I really am. So now I have to kind of just hand chisel this in. So this notch here is allegedly not deep enough for this. So anyway, I'll line it up, get it good. It's nice and flush on top. See, I'm sitting a little lower with these. You can see that I seamed this piece together with what looked like the same sheen or hue oak, and it's not even close. So that's gonna just forever bother me at this point, and that'll be that. So the grain match is what it is. I ended up just Craig screwing through the back and working it out. So tell me I'm terrible. I know. If this was a customer's, once again, that would be that. I would restart the entire thing and start over. So I'm depressed thinking about that because I have probably 2 days into this baseboard. Cut a kind of a rebate out of the back. I chiseled out this material here. And this is going to inset into the space like that. However, I left it a little bit long right now, so I'm going to move to my marks, which are kind of estimations. I'm going to take a knife and make the actual mark. Be real careful on this top. All right, so I got it kind of clamped. Much better. Had a little hump there. I wasn't getting it nice and tight on that edge, so let's see. I gotta get this glued on real quick. Make sure my miters look good before that glue sets up, and so just kind of improvising as I go. But Basically, I just want to make sure these are nice and tight. Just like that. Oh, that's gorgeous. That just came together a lot nicer. Piece like this, where I think I have probably 2 days into these baseboard pieces at least, if not, well, more like 3. Basically, just take your time. Don't get in a hurry. That's looking really good. So now I gotta be very careful I don't ding up miters or anything like that. Okay, so I'm confident that I can attach this piece. However, I'm not gonna rush the rest of this trim here. So that's how this is going. You can see there's quite a big gap along that back wall. I'm going to have to fill it. Otherwise, this side's nice and tight. The miters are pretty good. They're not fantastic. However, the outer miters look really nice. Looks like we got some visitors. Wife and I got 50 chicks. And I let them out thinking, oh, they're young. They'll stay right by the coop, right? But they've been running all over the yard. They're pretty smart, though. They know how to forage. They're self-sufficient, at least. Once I'm done with this dresser, I've got all this poplar milled up. This came from my dad's property. He had it milled and gave it to me and my brother, and I'm going to be doing trim in my house with that. So I love that miter. Sweet. Hairless. Good, huh? Yeah, yeah.